It's August 2023. I now have a year of woodworking under my belt. My friends and family are associating me with pallets and pallet wood. My son's neighbour has asked me to make a pallet headboard and given me the existing headboard to make the conversion. This is me bringing it in from the car into the workshop, ready for its conversion. This is a lengthy video and it will show you all the steps and all the mistakes that I made along the way, and there were some great lessons. So we'll put the headboard on the workbench and then we'll play with Bailey Dog because he's a good boy. Biscuit on the nose, that's his little special trick, and that lets you know we're ready to do woodworking. Lovely. So this is what the headboard looks like. Fake leather and canvas, pretty much standard. We'll be keeping the back and the struts and stripping off the front. This is a picture of what the client gave to me, so I'd make it look something like this, but I have got free license. So we'll get started. And we'll be using this Kelly's ice cream tub to keep all the scrap metal in. We'll try various forms of pliers and staple removers before establishing that actually a small flathead screwdriver twisted under the staples will lift them, and then the pliers will pull them out. That's all pretty much standard if you've done this job before, but it's a good learning curve if not. Turns out the black handled screwdriver is better than the red one, but the old favourite pliers that my dad gave me are the best for the job. Thanks, Dad, for those. We turn the corner and we find there's another layer of staples. We remove the slats, which are attached with nuts and bolts, and we put those in yet another Kelly's ice cream tub. Now, at this point it is really, really important that you label the tub using the writing of a 6-year-old schoolboy and then put the date on it for authenticity. I'm not sponsored by Kelly's ice cream, but as you can see I do eat a lot of it, and if anybody from Kelly's is watching, I'm available for sponsorship. So I've seen a few YouTube videos, and in them they have this artistic shot of wood being thrown on a table, and when I watched these videos I thought, do you know what, that's the bit of your video I can do, and this is me doing it. And now it's time for some proper woodworking. I straightened one edge of some planks using the Mark Dana straightener jig, or at least my version of it. I know he's made 3 different versions already. I made this jig especially for this project, and I can tell you it is worth it. One of my New Year's resolutions for 2024 is to make more jigs as I go along. No outfeed table, as you can see, and the infield table is my dad's 1970s Black & Decker workmate that needs the deck replacing. Maybe this summer we'll do that. Adding the red planks to the board, these were leftovers from a beer crate I made last Christmas for Tom Burton at Bert's Boards in Chippenham, Wiltshire, England. Lovely man, great shop. Go see it if you're in town. I add some plywood lines between the wooden slats. I like this idea, having watched a lot of plywood videos last summer. And here I am using another jig to cut down one slat that is the wrong size. Mistakes happen. They're not normally shown on YouTube, but they do happen, and they do happen for beginners like me. Now I love the circular saw, and this little jig I can quickly whip off the edge and get it back to the right size, so that's a win for me. And this is what the finished product will look like once it's glued. Or at least that's what I thought. My wife said it looked shite, and the kids agreed it was total dog shit. Fortunately for me, one of my golfing friends runs a flooring company, and he asked me to come over and shift about 25 pallets and a whole load of plywood for him. I did that, and I hand selected the finest pallets of the lot, And look at this lovely little hand selected stack out the front of my house. That's just gorgeous, isn't it? That is pallet woodworking pornography right there. Okay, so it's time to break up the pallet stack. I only removed the slats in this video as I have another project in mind for the frame of the pallet. If you look through my channel, you'll see a wood shack build up that I did straight after this project. Now, always remember, it is not a race and you're not being judged. Unless, of course, the pallet police dog is appointed as your supervisor. If you watch this video again, keep your eyes on him. He never stops watching, judging and marking my work, especially when I break a few slats in the red and the blue pallets. I knock all the nails out of the slats. I counted about 11 on this blue one, and no wonder they broke apart. For those of you who don't own a workbench, perhaps you that have just started out, remember that a stack of pallets is great as a workbench. It's how I started. But also remember, it's not an ideal place to put the camera and then bash the living daylights out of a plank on top of it. I'm still learning about YouTube. I sweep up afterwards to please the pallet police, and a few treats or bribes are given to the pallet police dog. And then we come on to the local bylaws. Now, here in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, if you do DIY on your driveway using either wood or nails, it is the law to vacuum clean. If you end up using both wood and nails, then failure to vacuum your driveway could result in you being deported to Australia, like we did with our convicts up till 1868. And God knows we have enough woodworking YouTubers from Australia already. I let this video run to show you the great British weather, absolutely lashing it down 15 minutes after being a beautiful sunny day when I started this project, and I'm so grateful that I finished it just in time. Back indoors now to get the red, blue, yellow and the natural pine slats into shape. Most of these have got a good straight edge, and I don't need the straight edge jiggy thing from Mark Dana. This is the pile after the first cut. Cheeky little crossfade there in the video edit allows me to use the same piece of video over and over again. I cut them to the required width. Probably best doing this at the beginning, but I've learned to cut everything at either 30 mils or 50 mils. Listen to me, I'm even using 30 or 50 mils. I sound professional, don't I? I'll let this video run on a little bit. I like the pink fuchsia shirt, it reminds me of Mark Dana. It is the one that Patrick Reed won the Masters in. Makes me a winner, in my mind. But I do like the therapeutic cutting and stripping of pallet wood. Quick look around the workshop to see how messy it is. Some excellent firewood opportunities coming up there for my friends and family. The chunky monkey is in his usual table saw position on the other side of the garage, away from harm's reach. And we'll do another biscuit on the nose trick because he's been such a good boy. Okay, feel like we're getting somewhere now. Glue up time. Captain Nibbles returns to watching the biscuit jar, just in case a biscuit manages to free itself, or needs rescuing. Green spatula, because it's Seattle Seahawks colours, and also I got told right at the beginning, always use a spatula. Don't know why, don't question it. And here's that lovely piece of larch bang in the centre of the pallet headboard. I think that's the only non-pallet item I have in the garage, but I'm still true to my word. I've never spent a single penny, a single coin, a single kangaroo skin, whatever you want to call it, on a piece of wood. All upcycled reclaimed wood for me so far. Right, look, glue patterns are getting prettier by the minute. This is the voice of experience. Add some planks and some clamps. I got told you can never have enough clamps. Turns out that's right, I don't have enough clamps. So I add some random weights to help with the job. I've changed my shirt. That's how you can tell it's a different day and it's time to remove the weights. Flip it over and see how much needs to be trimmed. This excess is caused by poor measuring earlier in the project. I've got the handsaw out for the purest function. This is a piece of metal rescued from behind a shop here in England. Good for straight edge cutting, but it's not any old straight edge cutting. This is Marks and Spencer's cutting. Use the good old circular saw, can't go wrong with it. And this tape is just to keep the safety catch up for the whole journey. Biscuit trick going again. Open the door, move Captain Nibbles out of the way because we're about to generate some sawdust. However, he's a crafty bugger and he hangs around just on the border of his side of the garage and mine just to claim he's keeping his part of the deal. Belt sander, orbital sander, hand sanding, didn't show you that. Usual stuff, Bailey breaking the rules in the background. Varnishing. Bailey's back on his bed. Clear varnish, nothing special, nothing expensive. Add the struts back on. Thank God I had that Kelly's ice cream pot and made a note of what was in the pot. Don't know what I'd have done if I'd lost those. And beauty shot in front of the garage, and we are done. One happy client, one happy son. Got a discount on his bathroom from his next door neighbour in return for this pallet headboard. So we're done. Lovely. Good boy. Lovely. Hope you've enjoyed. See you again.